Hey guys, Ty the RV guy here, and behind me is the all-new 2021 Grey Wolf 22RR Black Label Edition. First thing I want to jump into with you guys on is the overall length and weight of this particular trailer. So starting from pin to bumper, you're looking at a rough length of about 29 feet, and when it comes to the dry weight of this particular coach, it's about 5,400 pounds dry. So this is perfect if you have like a lighter half ton or something like that, and there's plenty of space in the back for all your toys, being that this is a toy hauler. So a couple of things I want to jump into detail on, especially on the construction of this coach. It is a Black Label Edition, so you're going to gain this beautiful fiberglass exterior. And this is actually a true gel coat fiberglass, so it's going to hold up a lot better compared to sunlight, with the sunlight compared to a lot of other fiberglasses in the industry. Another cool addition is you'll see these frameless windows. These are awesome because they do open from the bottom out, plus they help keep the seals around the edges protected over the years of use. Other little details, for an example, would be with the Black Label is the fiberglass, or sorry, not fiberglass, the alumifoil insulation that they run into your ceiling now. So this helps keep things a lot warmer in the winter. While we look at the front storage compartment here, I want to show you another real cool detail that you get out of a Black Label. For example, you have magnetics for all of your compartment doors here. So these are a lot better compared to the plastics that you see in the industry that always tend to break off. And while we're looking at the storage compartment, you can see there is plenty of storage right through, and you can even access it through the underside of the bed there. They do a nice light in here too, so you can see what you're putting in here, and there's plenty of space. As we work our way through the rest of the trailer, you have a beautiful power awning with a nice blue LED light strip. And to complement that look, they even give you the Black Label blue lit badge. This is super, super cool, so everyone knows when you pull into that campsite, you got the Grey Wolf Black Label Edition. Just beside that, you'll have your outside speakers here too, and these are the new driven speaker system. So one of the really cool things that Grey Wolf had just did in all of their lines through Cherokee and Wolf Pup is they introduced this driven system with a subwoofer in it. So now you're going to have premium audio at the campsite. As we work our way through, you'll have your outside TV bracket here, and just above that, that's just a simple fridge vent there. And at the very back, they have a little leash latch for your pet. A nice little feature because it keeps you from tying up the, your dogs to the front of the trailer, or even the stabilizing jacks around there. Just make sure, of course, when you're done at the campsite, you unhook and you put the dog back in the vehicle. Now, as we get to the back here, you'll notice this massive drop-down door. This is, of course, where you're going to load in all of your toys for your quads and that type of thing. I believe the door here has about a 2,000 or 3,000 pound weight rating too, and you can see that this has the railing attached to it. So this is actually called the patio option that you have, and it's supported with the big cables that come down on either side, so it gives you a nice cool outside area here. Just above the patio, you'll also notice they, with the RR version here, they give you a really nice outside work light, and that's a big LED outside work light too, so it gives you a bunch of light if you're sitting out here in the evening. As we work our way around to the back side, of course, being that this is a toy hauler, you have the standard vents on either side so you can properly vent out those fumes from your toys. And then, of course, if you look down at the tires here, one of the cool little things that I love to point out with on Grey Wolf and Cherokee and Wolf Pup are the tire pressure monitoring stems. These are a simple little system that tells you, of course, if your tires are low. So like you can see, as I take this stem off here, it's showing red and it has a 65 on there. And something like this, you can quickly walk around, check and make sure all your tires are showing green so you're safe to tow. The reason why Grey Wolf did that is because the #1 cause of accidents by anyone that owns a trailer in the industry is they don't check their tire pressure and they have a blowout. So this is a fail-safe system for you. You walk around, check all your doors, make sure your tires are up to spec. As we work our way through here, you have a detachable power cord here, which is really nice, keeps rodents from getting inside your trailer. And then, of course, behind me, you'll have your outside hot and cold shower, and beside that, your black tank flush. And for those who aren't sure what both of these are, you'll have a simple black tank flush system that you can hook a garden hose up to and rinse out the inside of your sewer tank. And then, of course, hot and cold outside shower, pretty straightforward. If the kids are down at the beach or something like that, you can spray them off before they get in, or you can just surprise the neighbors in the morning if you like. As we work our way around, you'll have your hot water tank here. This is a 6 cubic foot, or sorry, it's a gas and electric 6-gallon hot water tank. And this puts out about 14 gallons per hour, so the whole family can shower within an hour. As we work our way to the front, you'll have the dual 20-pound propane tank system here, and just behind that, you're gonna have enough space for a dual battery setup. The reason why I talk about a dual battery setup is because with this particular trailer, there are some 12-volt features that we're gonna talk about in here that are really cool. Just at the front, you'll have not a power tongue jack, but you'll have a manual tongue jack which can easily be converted into a power jack, and it's as simple as this. You turn this over, it releases the little bolt on the top here. You can simply put your screw gun on there and up and down you go. It saves you a lot of time and it saves you a lot of money from buying those big power tongue jacks. Let's work our way down into the front here and have a look at the inside as we cut through the trees. Couple little things I did want to talk about before we enter here is with the Black Label package, you do get this really cool glass door. It looks really, really nice. They have some really nice decaling along the bottom here. It really just cleans the look up of the trailer. And then just below that, you're going to have your MORryde entry steps. These are a must-have on your trailer. They're so nice, you can flip them up inside. Of course, they have adjustable legs on either side, so you can always get a stable entry in and out of your trailer, and it saves you the hassle from dealing with those old-style steps that get full of dirt, gravel, and start to rust out over the years. Let's go inside now. So first thing you'll notice coming inside this RR is the beautiful kitchen. So let's start with the fridge here, because this is one of those components that I was talking about that is now 12 volt. So being this is a 12 volt fridge, they can increase the size from a 6 cubic foot all the way up to a 10. So you have way more fridge space in here. And one of the big benefits that you'll also notice is it cools down a lot faster. It's running right now. It's actually really cool in here. So it's perfect if you're out as a dry camper or something like that. There is a dry camp setting on it. And if you're the type of person that likes to go out for a couple of days without power or even a week, come and talk to us. We'll set you up with a proper solar setup where we can put even a bigger panel on here with some more batteries, and you're set to go. Now, with this kitchen here too, what you're also going to gain out of the Black Label package is the Corian countertop. These are great. This is a solid surface countertop, just like you might have at home. So it's going to be a lot more scratch resistant and heat resistant too. They do a beautiful tub stainless sink in here with the exposed edge, so it really cleans the look up. You'll also have a detachable faucet here, so you can easily clean around there. And then a nice little touch too, of course, being that we're in COVID times, you have a hand sanitizer pump right here for you too. Now, another thing that we'll point out while we're in the kitchen here is, of course, the Greystone oven. This is beautiful. You have a 3-burner cooktop here with the nice LED lighting and, of course, a glass front to it. So it's a really, really nice touch. Just above that, you'll have your Greystone vent fan and, of course, your microwave here too. Lots of cabinetry throughout also, because a couple things you'll notice, there's some storage here, but there's also a full pantry right beside me here with tons and tons of storage. The one thing that I love to point out too in a trailer like this is the cabinets, for an example. This is a solid wood core cabinet door, and of course with something like this they even do a glass touch. A lot of times when you're getting into this traditional built style trailers, you see a lot of little fit and finish flaws. Not with this brand though. They really go to detail on a lot of that kind of stuff. For an example too, if we look at our blinds in here, we have a nice pull down pleated nightshade here, which is beautiful instead of those cheap tin blinds that you always see. And then even a little detail up above, you actually have a solid wood valance with some curtains on the side. So all these little details make a huge difference when you're coming inside a trailer like this. Massive sitting area here, which can also turn into a couple of sleeping spots too. Very simple. You can just take these cushions right off and you have almost a double wide bunk here on either side. Another thing that you can do, even if you don't want to have the bunks here, you can actually take this table down and make it into a gigantic bed. So if you want to have the kids sleep on either side, or if you want to have some friends with you, set up a big bed for you, it's whatever you like.
Party bed.
It's a party bed, absolutely. Yeah. As we work our way back here, this is that big subwoofer I was telling you about. I'm pretty excited about that in here. And this is the driven audio system. So the driven audio system is a Bluetooth capable, and it's AM FM. It's actually full smartphone control like you'll see here. They give you the QR scan code to get into it. And speaking of QR scan codes, Grey Wolf just introduced the One Control system into all of their products. This is a beautiful system. What you can do is actually pair your phone right to the control panel there. And what this is going to allow you to do is if you have a slide out on your trailer or your awnings or your lights, you can run that right off of your mobile device. It is so, so cool. Let's turn around and check out this bathroom now. So as we come into the bathroom here, you'll notice again that seamless countertop in by the sink. You have a nice big medicine cabinet with some storage underneath there too. And of course, a big shower right in the corner here with that sliding glass door look to it. It's a great shower. It gives you that nice plastic shower surround here. And the reason why we talk about that is sometimes you don't see that in this category of trailer. So sometimes you'll get water damage on the walls and things like that. Foot flush toilet in here. And of course, to top it off in the bathroom, you're gonna have a beautiful Max Air fan. So this Max Air fan is of course 12 volt power. So if you don't have the capabilities of plugging this trailer in, you can simply run that off the battery, cool your trailer down instead of running your air conditioner. Now, as you go into the bedroom there, you can see there's a lot of storage on either side. So up above here, they actually give you some real cabinet doors. Some brands just give you a shelf across here, which is not a usable storage space whatsoever. And then on either side, of course, you have these beautiful hanging wardrobes. So they're actually deep enough too, where you can put a coat in there or hang a shirt and it's still usable. On either side of the bed, you're gonna have your USB chargers and some plugins here. So if you have a CPAP, for an example, you have a place to first of all put it and a place to plug it in. And then underneath this bed here too, there is a plenty amount of storage, and it passes right through to that storage compartment we've seen on the outside there. Follow me back into the main area here, and we'll finish up with this particular unit. A couple of little details that I'd like to talk about. You know, you have a skylight up in here with a nice blind that comes across. Full ducted air conditioning through this trailer. You have an actual furnace in here too. But a couple of little details I have to discuss with you guys, because this is a traditional built trailer is what we like to call it. Grey Wolf does it better than anyone else. This has a 12-inch on center stud construction. You have a 5/8 plywood floor underneath here. Most of our competitors are doing a 16-inch spacing or an OSB floor. So this is definitely the trailer you want to choose if you're getting into that traditional style build. That pretty much wraps it up today, guys. Thank you very much for checking out this Grey Wolf with me here. Once again, make sure you give us a call here. Ask about our RV show finance or pricing there. We do offer easy RV financing too. And again, I'm Ty the RV guy. Thanks for watching and happy camping. Hey guys, Ty the RV guy here, and behind me is the all-new 2021 No Boundaries 19.1. This is a really cool floor plan. It's actually one of our most popular toy haulers that we carry, because when you look at the overall length of this coach, you're only looking at 25 feet from pin to bumper, and you're roughly around that 4,400 pounds dry. So if you have that nice half-ton truck and you're looking for an easy-to-pull toy hauler, this is the one here for you. Now, the first thing I want to talk about with this No Boundaries trailer here is the quality of construction that you get. Something that you're going to see throughout this entire coach is complete aluminum framing and block foam insulation and a complete laminated sidewall. So something like this, you're going to get that nice heavy duty structure with it. Plus, it's also going to be a lot lighter weight too. Now, No Boundaries does use a pretty cool product in behind their fiberglass there, and that is called the Asdel wallboard. Now, something with that is, instead of using the old wood Luan backing that they had behind this fiberglass, they've gone to that composite wallboard material. So your big benefits with something like that is it's a lot lighter, it's it's environmentally friendly too, and it's moisture wicking, which is probably one of the most important parts. The old wood backing in here used to rot out, causing water damage and bubbles to form. You won't have that happen with this particular trailer here with the new Asdel construction. Now, let's look at the front here while we're on the topic of construction, because this trailer has a fully molded, painted fiberglass cap. This is a really cool feature to have in a trailer because what it does is it goes over the top roof seam and protects that main seal from ever separating, allowing water inside your trailer. So this is very crucial on any fiberglass trailer. Another big feature that you get out of it is you'll also have a full windshield in the front here. And if you come around the front side, you'll see they do some really nice lighting with the Nobos also. So they give you that LED light strip up front there. And then of course with this windshield, it's an automotive grade windshield. So if you have a rock that comes up there and hits it, it's all fillable because it's just like the windshield in your car. Now just underneath that, you're gonna have a single 20-pound propane tank. You'll also have a power tongue jack here, and then enough space for 2 batteries right behind your propane tank. The reason why we say 2 batteries is because this coach is actually sent in from the factory with a 190-watt solar panel up on the roof there. So you're capable of doing that big dry camping excursion that you might want to do. And it even has a 1,000-watt pure sine inverter in there, so you're set up to go. Now just beside that, you're going to have a battery disconnect switch, which comes in handy when you're done using your trailer. So essentially what you can do, instead of taking those batteries off, you can hit that kill switch there and it's not going to allow for any power draw right to the batteries. And then of course with your solar package on here too, your batteries will always be nicely topped up for you when you're ready to go out and start using your trailer. As we work our way around the back side, you're going to have a beautiful pass-through storage compartment in this no boundaries here. We do have a bit of stuff in here, and that's mainly because this trailer comes with a little outside spray hose. You got a little barbecue that goes with it too. Of course, you see the gas connect there, the gas connect hose for the barbecue. And then while we're talking about the storage compartment too, a lot of nice little touches here. So for example, you'll see you actually have a deadbolt key that locks this compartment for you. So it's the same key that opens your main door to your trailer. So you're not worried about anyone getting inside here and taking your items. And of course, they also back it up with some magnetic door catches. So you're not breaking those plastic ones off in the cold over the years of use. Now, as we work our way through, of course, you have your water connections here. You're also going to have your hot water tank. This is a 6-gallon quick recovery gas electric hot water tank. Same size that you may see in some of the really big fifth wheels you've been looking at. Detachable 30-amp power cord here for you. And of course, to top it all off, a black tank flush. For those who aren't familiar with what a black tank flush does, this is a nice simple feature where you can hook a garden hose up to your trailer and completely rinse out the sewer tank in there, so you're getting that nice clean feel out of your tank, not getting that smell back inside your trailer. And the dipsticks in the tank are giving you accurate readings because they're nice and clean also. Now, as we're working our way through here, I wanted to point out with this particular floor plan from Nobo, you have a tandem axle. Now, this is a really, really cool feature to have because with this particular trailer, it also comes with the independent rubber ride suspension. Now, with something like that, the big benefits, of course, is the rubberized suspension is going to absorb those vibrations from passing back inside your trailer, and it also gives you that independence, so it's going to help with trailer sway or uneven roads. Another little touch that No Boundaries does on these trailers is you'll notice on the inside of this wheel well, it actually has a full metal plating in here. So like you can see, this is probably one of our most off-road setup trailers that we carry at Rangeland. And the whole idea of them doing something like this is if, say, you were to run over a tree branch or something like that, it's not going to allow it to fly up in your wheel well and puncture the inside of the trailer. It's meant to keep everything protected. While we're looking down here too, I want you guys to have a look over at the front there where you can see the actual underbelly of the trailer and your gate valves. What Nobo does at the factory is they actually fully enclose your tanks for you, and they spray foam insulate the entire underbelly there, and they also enclose your gate valves for you too. So a really nice feature to have, especially if you're that shoulder season camper that likes to go in the early spring or late fall. You know, you're set up to do so. And I just want to double check on the inside there, but I do think you might even have heated tanks on this one too. So let's keep working our way back. Because this is a toy hauler, what Nobo does is they actually give you a side mount ladder to get up onto your roof. And a really cool feature with this particular trailer is, of course, once you get up onto that roof there, you're going to notice that they include a full roof rack system. With that roof rack system, it's fully adjustable for you too. So if you want to put like a big bike up there or even a bigger kayak or something like that, it's on a full track system so you can adjust it. Now, as we work our way to the back, like I mentioned, this is a toy hauler from Nobo. So you're gonna have this nice big ramp here. This will fold down, of course, into your patio setting, or of course the ramp to get up in there. And they give you some really nice touches. Of course, the railing around the sides here. You also have these really nice big LED work lights there, so you can either light up your patio or, of course, light up when you're driving your toys inside your toy hauler. Let's work our way around to the front here and talk about some really cool features before we head inside. For example, what you're gonna see here is a full power awning with the LED white light strip. So it really gives you that nice look, but again, also helps you light up your campsite. You're also gonna have another big LED work light. So again, I can't stress enough, if this trailer is out in the dark there and you're still wanting to continue your camping fun and it's dark outside, you're gonna be able to see exactly what you're doing. Now, just in behind that, of course, you have a friction hinge door here. So of course, it's gonna hold up to a 25 km/h wind. And then of course, the MORryde steps too. These are great steps because they flip right up inside the trailer for you, so they're not sitting underneath, possibly getting damaged while you take your trailer off-road. And then of course, if you're on that uneven ground, you can have these legs adjustable for you here so you can get that nice sturdy entry inside of your trailer. A couple of things I missed at the front here, you'll notice you'll have that railing that you can put your outside barbecue on here. And then of course, they give you the outside spray port for that hose that we were talking about there too, so you have that outside kitchen fill. Now let's go inside and we'll talk about some of the really cool features inside. So now that you're inside the 19.1 here, you'll notice you have a lot of garage space. And something that you can do that is really cool with this particular floor plan is these couches will fold up against the wall. So you have this chair here and this couch right up against the wall. You can easily drive in a side-by-side in here, or even a couple quads, couple motorcycles, you name it, it's set up to do so. This table, of course, is a freestanding table, and it does fold up against the wall, so it's out of the way. But a nice thing with this is if you want to have it out on the patio or something like that, it's very easy to move around, it's nice and light. And of course, you can have a dining space on the inside, dining space on the outside, or of course, if you want to take it out underneath the awning, you can do that too, very easily. Now, if you have a look down at the floor here, you'll notice that No Boundaries actually gives you a lot more tie downs than you would normally see in Toyhaulers. So of course, again, if you're gonna bring those motorcycles in here side by side or whatever it may be, you're gonna have plenty of tie downs so you can make sure things are secure while going down the highway. Another thing that you'll notice is up top along the sides here, they give you a lot of extra storage, and they conveniently put these cargo netting here, so if you put some oversized items in there, it can flex out. It works great for, say, riding boots or motorcycle helmets again there, right? So it's really geared well towards that toy hauler feel. Just up above my head, you're gonna have a 13,500 BTU air conditioner. That's the same size AC that you would see in a lot of larger trailers or larger fifth wheels. So again, your climate control is gonna be perfect in this trailer, especially with your thermostat there, which is a digital thermostat. So you're not having to come in here and turn your AC on and off, it'll just do it itself. Now, I'll turn you guys around and we'll start heading towards the front of the trailer. You're gonna have some more storage up along the top here. They give you even some little extra storage along the sides with these little cables to help keep things secure. Your TV will actually mount up in the corner here for you. And then as we work our way back, there's some really cool features in this trailer. For example, you have this new fridge here, and this is actually a 12-volt fridge. So one of the beautiful things with something like this is it cools down a lot faster, plus it's a lot larger than what you would see traditionally in the Nobos before. Of course, it gives you the separated fridge and freezer here, and they conveniently placed it so it just clears that wall. But yeah, we've had this trailer in here for about a good, I'd say almost half an hour getting it all set up. It's already starting to cool down in here quite a bit. And then of course, with the support of your solar panel, if you get those dual batteries, you're gonna be set to go dry camping. Now, just underneath that, you also have your furnace here. Again, it's a forced air propane burning furnace, so climate control is going to be set up perfectly. And then just beside that, a nice cool touch from No Boundaries is they give you the central vac system. Great feature to have. Of course, it even has the sweep vac there, so if you have a broom in here, you can simply just sweep it into that vacuum instead of having to try to get it out the door, which can sometimes be a pain. Now, as we're looking at the kitchen, a couple things to note. For example, your countertops in here, this is actually a seamless press membrane, so this isn't going to start peeling up on you, especially if it gets wet, like a T-mold might. And then of course, you're going to have a dual cooktop here with a tempered glass cover. So you're maximizing that counter space inside your kitchen. Big tub stainless sink with a high-rise faucet. So again, dishes are going to be very easy to do in here. It's a lot better than plastic, which sometimes you do see in smaller trailers like this. And then some nice overhead cabinets. And while we're on the topic of the cabinets too, you can see the fit and finish into No Boundaries is very, very well put together. For example, this is all real solid wood that they use in here. They even give you the nice glass panel fronts, which I love. And then of course, hidden hinge construction with even gas strut assist. So anything that they could possibly put into this cabinet construction, they've done it. So you can see that, you know, they're not cutting corners at all. Now when we're looking at the bedroom here, you're going to notice even the cabinets up above there, lots of times they just give you a shelf, which is not a great usable space for clothing because it usually will fall out. But another nice touch that they do is they even give you some backlighting in there, so it really gives you that nice modern look too. Plus you can see what you're doing. Now there is the bed, of course, right tucked around the corner here, and then you have your inverter switch just down on the bottom there, so you can simply kick that on. All of your plugins here are going to start working right off of your 12-volt power. It's a nice, easy, simple push button, and like you can see there, I just turned it on. And then just above that, you're also going to have a little spot here to hang some clothes, and a little touch that you'll see in all No Boats is they give you that little safe. It's a great spot to put any kind of valuables if you're worried about them. So it's just a nice little touch that you'll see from No Boundaries. Now last but not least, I do want to show you the bathroom there. Again, another couple little touches. You got a headboard there with some cup holders in it, perfect for a glass of water at night. And then just inside here is your bathroom. So I'll let you guys go inside there and have a good look around. Like you can see, foot flush toilet. You're going to have nice storage for your bathroom there for toiletries and whatnot, medicine cabinet for all of your bathroom things. And then just in the corner, you actually have a full-size shower with a nice skylight there, so if you're a taller guy like me, you can easily fit inside there. And then of course around the sides you got the plastic surround, so you're not worried about things getting wrecked. And to top it off, they even give you a shower miser system. Really cool system, because what you can do is actually cycle the water through your hot water tank, so you're not wasting it while that water is heating. It's a nice little touch that you'll see in a lot of No Boats here, and even some of our other Forest River products. So that pretty much wraps up the No Boat here, guys. I did want to have a quick look just to see if there was some switches, and I was correct. This does have 12-volt heated tanks, so that's great. They put a pad on every single one of the tanks underneath this trailer, so if you're that shoulder season camper, likes to go in that early spring or late fall, you know, you can kick those tank heater pads on, keep things nice and warm, plus the enclosed underbelly and spray foam is going to keep things nice and warm too. So that pretty much wraps up this 19.1 here today, guys. Thanks again for watching. If you do have any questions, make sure you give us a call. You can even shoot me an email. I'm Tyler at rangelandrv.com, and you'll be speaking to Ty the RV guy directly. So feel free to give me any questions you have. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you call us about our RV show pricing on right now, and happy camping.
Inside a film studio.
No kidding.
Ty. Relax.
Jeez, yeah, sorry.
Hey guys, Mitch here from Rangeland RV, and I'm standing here with my sidekick,
Ty the RV guy.
We are in front of the all-new 2021 Wolf Pup 18 RJB, and that is the only toy hauler edition inside the Wolf Pup floor plan. You are going to get an overall length of 22 feet 9 inches from hitch to bumper on this coach, and it's going to weigh in at just over 3,700 pounds. Ty, can you tell them about some of the amazing construction and features on this coach, and why it is one of the #1 selling trailers in North America?
Absolutely, I can, Mitch. So guys, what we're looking at here, like Mitch mentioned, is that 18 RJB floor plan. The reason why this is so popular, it's so hard to come across that high quality build small toy hauler. And the reason why we say this is a higher quality build is when you start looking at a traditional built trailer like this, what Wolf Pup does different is they have a 12-inch on-center stud construction in here.
That's correct.
A lot of our competitors use a 16-inch framing or even a 24-inch spacing in their studs. So something like this, you got to consider it's like a house that goes through an earthquake every single weekend when you take it out.
What are most comparables using for their floors?
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things that you'll see in here is a 5/8 tongue groove plywood. All of our competitors are using an OSB, chipboard, particle board flooring. It's that cheap, glued together stuff that always ends up wearing out over
Soft
the years.
floors.
Exactly.
If water gets to it,
and it's so important in a toy hauler too, guys, because you're putting a heavy item in the back of here. You want to have as much structure to that floor, and like I mentioned, even in the walls as possible, because that big thing I love saying, this is like a house that goes through an earthquake every single weekend. More structure, the better.
Now this is a Black Label edition, so you do get additional upgrades on this coach. You are going to get the frameless windows. The advantage of having those frameless windows is it is going to cover the seams, so they're not going to sit there and be compromised during your RV season. Ty, tell them what else you get.
Yeah, the big thing too, like other than the windows, of course, you'll see from your traditional Wolf Pups, this is now a true gel coat fiberglass here.
That's right.
So this is going to be way more durable against the hailstorms that we get here in Alberta. Another thing too is, being that it's a real gel coat fiberglass, this is a lot stronger. It's going to be way more resistant to sun fading over the years. And of course, it just gives you that way more sleeker look to your trailer too.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Right.
Another cool feature that you do get with the Black Label package only is these magnetic door catches.
Yep.
These are great because over the years of use, of course, these little plastic ones, especially in our winters where it gets cold, they end up breaking off and it's just a pain in the
I've had
butt.
so many clients that have pulled them off just like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
So while we're standing here, let's show them this big front storage compartment. Like you can see in here, guys, there's the spare tire for the trailer for you. So yes, it does come with one of those. And then of course, this is a huge storage compartment that you can also access from the bed too. So it's technically that pass-through storage that you are looking for. Let's work our way to the front and talk about some of the cool features there.
Yep.
Cool. After you.
Actually, you know what, Ty? I want to actually work our way to the back.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Let's do
there's
that.
a ton of more features. Let's work our way to the back.
Sounds
I mean,
good.
the front is exciting, but you know what? You have seen quite a few Wolf Pups of our videos, and you'll know power tongue jack, 20-pound propane tank, but I really want to hone in on all of these things and what is included on this Black Label package. So first and foremost, you get that beautiful LED blue strip. You're going to have a really nice size awning. That is a power awning. You do have, they do light up the decal for you. Is that what they call it out in the States?
I think they call it a decal.
A decal, yeah. Now, you know, us Canadians, we call it a decal, right?
Absolutely.
Or a badge, right?
Badging, yeah.
So it does light up. They light up the marine grade speakers that's attached to the Bluetooth stereo system that we'll get into later. It looks just super sharp. Look at this window. Everybody loves the huge windows. It lets in a lot of natural light. And then working, sorry, Ty?
As we move along here too, there was a couple things, like even right below this window, one of the little things that I love to talk about with a Wolf Pup, Grey Wolf, even a Cherokee, are of course the rims that you get on this trailer. It's not that standard steely rim that you see that starts to rust out and look like crap in a couple of years. And then of course right beside it here, you're also going to have that nice little tire pressure monitoring stand you may have seen before. This is a great little feature because essentially what it's going to show you, of course, if this tire gets down to a dangerous pressure where it could blow out, is red. Once that tire is up to pressure, like you've seen here before, it's green. It also has an 80 PSI mark on the end of it there, so you know what the maximum of this tire will take. And the reason why Wolf Pup does this for you is the #1 cause of accidents by anybody that owns an RV is they don't check their tire pressure and they have a blowout going down the highway, which causes major issues.
Absolutely.
So it's a simple little system that makes a world of difference for you.
It's true. It happened to my Uncle Randy.
Absolutely.
So if you work your way back here, right here you get the leash latch. That's perfect for the dogs, right? Children, keep everybody in the campsite.
Yeah.
Nobody's leaving.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm just kidding. Not for the children. It is for your dog. I have a 100-pound black lab at home, right? And let me tell you, it is always a hassle. You're either putting them around a tree or you're putting the stake inside, you know, the ground. He's going to pull it out, right? He's not going to pull your coach out. Now, it does say right here, remember to unleash your pets before pulling the coach.
The big thing you got to do with your pets too?
Spade and neuter them.
Right.
Always, as Bob Barker would say.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Now, if you are purchasing one of these from Rangeland RV, we have them fully equipped with pretty much everything you could want on it. You do have the party package. So cameraman Alan, if you could work your way back here, sir. We do have the party package. It is going to allow you to have the gate, right? I absolutely love these things. I'm going to tell you why, because not only is it efficient to put your quad in there, your motorbike, you can also use it as a patio. Like what trailer other than a toy hauler do you know that has an actual patio?
None.
Correct, right? The dogs can hang out on here, you can hang on out here, right?
Yeah, and it's great too. They give you that screen door drop down on the back, right? So, you know, you can have this all set up and you're not worried about mosquitoes getting inside here. Or if you're out here partying at nighttime, you got the big LED light bar up on the top of there too. So it's illuminating the whole area for you. You can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's a perfect setup.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you know what? Honestly, let's just take them in.
Yeah.
Let's go through those features of the interior.
Yeah, so what you can do is we can either take them to the front door or we could even come through here, but let's just take them to the front door.
Okay.
Just to make things confusing.
So the first thing you're going to notice as you enter in this coach, they do come equipped with the more ride steps. These steps are a lot sturdier than your average traditional trailer, right? With the switch of a pin, you can adjust the legs. Every campground is different. I've never been to a campground where the ground was completely flat unless I was paying crazy amounts of money to stay there. Yeah, however, other than that, you can adjust them so that your stairs are nice and even, and then you can walk into the coach, it's nice and sturdy.
Absolutely. For you guys.
So I want to take you guys all the way to the back of the coach, and then we'll work our way forward. If you take a look down here, you're going to notice that they do put down, it's almost like armor guard, right?
Yeah, it's actually like I can't remember the exact material they call it there, but it's pretty much like a rock guard that you would have in the back of your truck lining and that kind of stuff too. It gives you that extra grip for when you're ready to load your toys in here, or of course, I mean, if you're out here partying in the rain.
Yeah. Right?
It's a very well balanced trailer.
So should we continue?
Absolutely we should, Al, because the show always goes on. You got it. So.
The plates didn't even fall over.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to continue here. Sorry for the little blip there, guys. Essentially, what happened is we didn't have the rear stabilizing jacks down on this coach, which you're supposed to have.
That was the one job I gave you, Ty.
Yeah, one job.
It's all good.
Unfortunately, I missed it.
So let's work our way towards the front of this coach.
Absolutely. As we're coming inside the Wolf Pup here, first thing you're gonna notice, this is the Black Label Edition again, right? So a couple of these extra features, you have that nice solid surface countertop. This is rock solid stuff. You're not going to be worried about melting it with a hot pan like you might see with the plastic countertop. Even if you drag a knife across it there, it's going to be perfect because you're not going to leave those scratches in it either. You got a beautiful sprayer top here too, so you can always get that sink nice and clean.
Pull down faucet.
Pull down faucet.
Perfect.
That's the one I'm looking for. And then of course you have the big tub stainless sink here. So of course it's a lot easier to do your dishes in here. Plus you're not seeing that plastic, which always ends up melting or getting scratched or cracked in the cold.
That's correct.
Yeah. As we work our way behind that, you also have this beautiful Greystone vertical 2-burner cooktop. And what Wolf Pup did this year, instead of laying it horizontally across the countertop, they've actually placed it vertically now. And the reason why they did that is to give you maximized amount of counter space here. And of course, it's got the tempered glass cover there too, so you're again maximizing that counter space. You got the nice blue LED lights. Just below that, of course, you have your furnace here. And then, of course, the big 10 cubic foot Furion 12 volt fridge.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah, this is amazing, guys. So they just started doing these in the new Wolf Pup, Grey Wolf, and Cherokee. And what it's doing is, being that it is fully 12 volt, it cools down a lot faster. It's a lot larger for you too, so you can obviously fit more food in here than a standard 6 cubic foot fridge.
To be honest, I was checking in with one of my clients the other day, and he advised me that that fridge within 45 minutes is as cold as if he was to leave it overnight, right?
Right, absolutely. Sorry, it's been a long day here, guys.
It has.
Let's keep going. So right up above our head, we have this awesome 13,500 BTU air conditioner. That's a full-size air conditioner. You get those on like big fifth wheels, and you have it in this little 22-foot toy hauler here. As we keep going, one of the big things are these control panels. Mitch, tell them about this control panel.
So not only can you control everything right from here, you got your awning, you got your lights, you got everything else you need, you got your levels of your tanks, but the one big feature on this year's model is that one-touch control app. And with your smartphone, you can actually control the lights, you can control your awning, and if your coach has a slide in the Wolf Pup series, you can also control the coach as well.
Absolutely. It's so advanced. For a traditional built trailer like this, you don't find it on anything else in the industry.
So I was telling my dad the other day about that, and he could not believe it. He was like, really?
Yeah.
And I said,
it's
yeah,
crazy. Take him into the bathroom.
That's amazing. Yeah, come on into the bathroom. So you do have a foot flush toilet, and then you do have your stand-up shower.
Yeah, absolutely. It's perfect with that stand-up shower too. They even added in that little sink for you. So of course you still have that place to wash your hands, brush your teeth in the morning. And then of course one of the big additions with that Black Label package is you even have, what is that, Mitch?
Oh, good thing I wasn't in there when that thing was turned on.
No kidding, you gotta be careful with those things.
That there is a fantastic fan. That fan can suck out 900 cubic square feet of hot air out of this trailer in under
I think it's
under a minute.
Under a minute, yeah. It's crazy.
Right? Good thing I wasn't there because it would have sucked me right through that ceiling.
No kidding, yeah. Right? This is a great feature to have, guys, because of course if you're that big dry camper that likes to go out in the middle of nowhere and use your trailer, you can easily cool this down without running your air conditioner.
Now the other thing I want to mention too, like in every toy hauler, you do have these vents, right? Yeah. The big thing too is a lot of people don't want the smell of gasoline filling up the coach, especially when they're sleeping, or when you're traveling. If your quad does smell like gas, or your bikes, whatever the case may be, this is going to vent it out. It will pull it right through, and then it goes out the other vent just back there on the other end.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's a great safety feature to have for sure. Yeah, so finishing up here, guys, just up at the front here, you're gonna have your queen size bed, and then of course just above that you even have a little bunk bed here too. So it gives you, you know, that extra spot for sleeping. So what you're gonna have technically here is about, I think, a 4-person sleeper, hey, because you got the bunk up above, you got the dual, you got the queen size bed here, and then the table in the back you can break down
back in the fold
into a bed too. Yeah, so. But that pretty much wraps up this Wolf Pup here today, guys. Thanks for sticking around for this fun video. You know, we've had a couple little blips here and there, but it was awesome. I hope you had a good look at the trailer.
If you do have any questions at all, we carry the full extensive lineup of the Wolf Pup. So head on over to our website at rangelandrv.com or email us. I'm Mitch at rangelandrv.com. This is Tyler at rangelandrv.com. Happy camping, guys.
Hi everyone, it's Kyle with Rangeland RV.
And I'm Ty, the RV guy.
Today we're going to be checking out the brand new XLR Micro Boost.
Yeah, this is the new floor plan here. It's a 25RL LE. Yeah, that's the one. So first thing that we want to jump into with you guys on this is the overall length and weight. What you're looking at from pin to bumper on this is about 29 feet and a rough dry weight of around 5,200 pounds dry. So if you got that half-ton truck, this is a toy hauler for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the micros are really kind of catering to, is bringing down a traditional toy hauler, making it shorter and not as wide and lighter, so you can hit that half-ton, put your quad in, bring your toys along, and you don't have to buy that big 1-ton diesel.
Absolutely. Let's work our way over here now. And what we usually like to start off with you guys at the beginning of these videos is the construction. So going into the detail of construction on these XLRs, what you're going to see in here is a full 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor. That's so important inside any toy hauler because, of course, a lot of times you're putting your ATVs in here or whatever it may be, motorcycles, and you don't want that floor to start going soft on you like you get out of a chipboard or OSB, that glued together stuff that always starts falling apart over the years. The other thing too that we love to mention is in behind this aluminum siding here is actually a 12-inch on-center stud. So a lot of the comparables in this category, you're going to see a 16-inch and some even do a 24-inch spacing in the wall. And you got to think of it this way: this is a house that goes through an earthquake every single weekend that you take it out. So more structure, the better. Talk about some of the cool features here.
Yeah, so on the outside out front here, you're going to have your more ride solid steps. So when you come in and out of the coach there, it's super sturdy. They just flip right inside.
Yeah, they're really nice because, of course, you have a nice little clip here that holds them into place. Of course, they're adjustable legs on either side, so when you bring these out, even if you're on that unstable ground, you can always get a nice sturdy entry. They're a lot better than those flip-out steps you see on a lot of other products there. They get rusted out, full of gravel over the years, and hard to use.
Yeah, exactly, and it takes away that low point, because in a toy hauler you might be getting off the beaten path, so you're not going to take out those steps. They're tucked away nicely.
Absolutely.
Something new this year too, they put the LEDs on the side of your awning arms, so when you have your awning all the way out, it's more in your campground. And if you have that beam there, sometimes the bugs like to it, are attracted to it, and when you open the door, they kind of sneak in there as well.
Absolutely. While we're kind of talking about that door too, one of the things that you're going to notice here is XLR uses that beautiful friction hinge system. So something like this can carry up to a 25 km/h wind, so you're not worried about the door slamming on you, possibly slamming on somebody's fingers and, you know, getting hurt. So it's a nice little touch that XLR does for you.
Definitely. And then we'll check up front and see what we're doing. You get a large pass-through storage. So this is under your bed, because this is a front queen up here. So full pass-through storage, tons of area to put all your gear in there. And then up front you have your two 20-pound propane tanks. Power tongue jack, so it makes it super easy when you're hooking up and taking it off your vehicle. And a nice little touch they're doing back here is they're adding a battery disconnect. So it's super easy to disconnect your battery, so nothing's slowly draining your battery when you have it parked.
Yeah, you don't have to take your batteries off anymore when you're done using your trailer. You just hit the switch. On that topic of construction again, guys, because this is an aluminum sided trailer, what a lot of times you see on the front here is that corrugated paneling. What XLR does different is they actually give you this nice flat front, and the reason why is because over the years of use, this takes a lot of wind impact, so that those panels can start to separate. So now what XLR does is it's a dual plated front on here, so it's way more water resistant, plus it's actually going to allow your decals to stick on a lot longer, holding the look of your trailer too.
Yeah, definitely. And then you got the nice checker plate rock art down here, so when you're towing, all the rocks flying up aren't going to damage your trailer. On the back side here, we're going to touch on is some of your connections. You will have the standard feature of a black tank flush, which is great. So what that is a sprayer built into your black tank. So when you're done camping and you're at your dump station, you just hook a hose up here, sprays out the inside of your tank, leaving it a lot cleaner. It also cleans your sensors, so you're always getting that accurate reading on the back there.
Absolutely. So just underneath that black tank flush, like Kyle was mentioning, you actually have this nice little docking station, so it's perfect. It puts everything in kind of one spot for you for your tank fill, your city water connection, and even has a cable satellite inlet here. Right beside that, you also have a detachable power cord. This doesn't seem like a big feature to have in your trailer, but the nice part about it is you don't have that big 25-foot or 30-foot cable that you're stuffing inside that trailer, using up all that wasted space. Another side of it too is you don't have a hole on the inside of here too, so rodents can't easily access the interior of your trailer.
Definitely. Touching on the wheels here, it is a leaf spring axle system, and they are pre-flipped from the manufacturer, so it's sitting a lot higher. You get that extra 3 to 4 inches of clearance, again, if you're getting off that beaten path. On either side of the toy hauler, will feature these airflow. So you pop these open when you have toys in the back there. It just allows for air to come through, so you're not building up any gas fumes inside your trailer.
Absolutely.
And back here you can see we got the VIP party deck set up. So in a small little toy hauler in this class, it's awesome to have this extra space. I've seen people back this toiler or this part up here to a lake, fish off of it. Depending on your campsite, you're gonna have a nice view. Or if it's super muddy, you're out of the mud, still being able to enjoy the outdoors on it.
Absolutely, yeah, it's a real cool feature to have. I mean, and it's well appointed too. You even have the blue LED light strip across the top there too. And just above that, you'll notice you're pre-wired for an outside camera here, or a backup camera is what I should be calling it. So we do carry the camera here at Rangeland. So if you wanted to have that set up on this XLR, we can absolutely do that for you. Follow us around the front now. We'll actually jump inside and talk about some of the cool features there. As we're walking by, of course, you got the outside speakers, you got an outside TV set up here for you too, and of course, like we were mentioning before, that big power awning. So let's head inside now and talk about some of the cool features here.
So jumping in on the inside, something that people often look for in toy haulers is going to be the size of your garage, because they're going to have certain toys that you want to accommodate. So the width here we have is 66 inches, and right behind you there, all the way up to the fireplace, is 14 feet long. So it is quite a big garage space in a 28-foot model trailer.
Absolutely, yeah. And even touching on that, like Kyle mentioned, there is a fireplace in this small toy hauler too. This is a great feature to have because, of course, this is now a 5100 BTU electric dry heater. Electric dry heater, sorry. So this will actually heat up to about 400 square feet in about 15 minutes. So the nice part about that is if you're that shoulder season camper, you know, going in the spring or late fall, you're easily able to heat up your trailer that much quicker now too. On the topic of your actual storage space here too, one of the nice touches that XLR does for you is all of your tie downs in here are strategically placed, and of course the tie downs are now fixed down into the actual frame of the trailer, so you're not be worried about them pulling up from the floor.
Yeah, definitely. And behind here is this beautiful kitchen, again in a smaller unit. Some small things to look for is going to be your wrapped membrane countertops there, so there's no T-molding edging. You also have an undermounted stainless steel sink, so very residential, with your high-rise faucet. So you're not sparing anything, even though you are in a toy hauler category. Normally toy haulers, you're getting off that beaten path, you're not always hooked up to power. So it is a gas and electric 8 cubic foot RV refrigerator in here. So you got the big fridge space, and it's going to run off propane. Touching on the solar side, it is prepped for solar on the roof if you want to add those extra solar panels on there.
Absolutely, yeah. And then of course, just finishing up in the kitchen here, guys, what you're gonna see is the Furion appliance collection. So this is nice because of course you have the blue dials that really give it that modern touch to it, and it's all the black stainless look too. So again, very modern touch. Of course, glass front oven. You're gonna have a 3-burner cooktop with the tempered glass cover, so you're maximizing that counter space throughout the trailer. And above that, you have a range fan or range hood, and even a microwave. But as we work our way towards the back here, you'll notice there's lots of storage up above. I like how they conveniently place the netting here too. Works great if you have like any boots or helmets and things like that. And then down along the sides, you'll see, of course, you'll have your dinette area. And these are great too because you can actually just remove these cushions off the back very easily, and it turns into 2 separate bunk beds for you. Or you can even take this table, bring it inside, set it on the actual brackets on the inside of here, and just turn this into one gigantic bed.
Yeah, definitely. And then when you have your toys in here as well, this cushion comes off, and these just fold straight up against the wall and out of the way. So this turns into a big open area. Table being free floating, you can bring it in, out, super flexible. If you want to bring it to your campsite, you have that option. But having this party deck area, it's almost doubling your actual indoor space in your camper, which is a nice feature.
Absolutely.
And if you have a little dog and you're leaving for the day, you can leave your dog out here, still be outside, get some fresh air, without have to worry about it getting too hot in the trailer, which is nice.
Yeah.
There is AC standard on here. You just need to be plugged in, ready to go for that guy.
Yeah, and the nice thing with the air conditioning too is in a small toy hauler like this, it's actually still ducted throughout the trailer too, so you're going to get that nice even climate control throughout your entire coach. Yeah. Let's take them up to the front now and show them the bathroom and the actual bedroom here.
Definitely. And something you've seen in small toy haulers like this is an open concept where the bed is open to the garage part, but with this you're getting some separation with the private bathroom and the queen up front there.
Absolutely. So here, I'll let you guys follow Kyle into the bathroom there. First thing that you're going to notice, of course, coming into here is you have a big corner glass door shower. So this is nice and tall for you too. Of course, it's going to help keep that water fully contained in there, and it's very spacious. You got the skylight up above there, so if you're a taller person, you still have that headroom. And then, of course, right beside it, you have a nice vanity there with an actual stainless steel sink. Lots of times you see plastic in the bathrooms here, so this is a nice touch to have for the fit and finish side of things here too.
Yeah, definitely. And then I'll finish off in the bedroom here. Just in your little toilet closet area, you do have an extra vanity for storage. You never have too much storage in a small trailer. Up above you do have an air vent, and up front here you're going to have your queen bed, USB charge ports on either side of the bed, and you have 110 outlets as well, so CPAP friendly. You can charge your devices, you're going to have that capability. Hanging wardrobes on either side with an enclosed storage over top. Of course, now most trailers are all LED lights, but which is nice, you do have them on a switch too, so you're not always getting up and pressing the buttons on there too.
Absolutely. And I mean, even on the topic of the cabinets here, guys, one of the things that we love to talk about, of course, going into fit and finish, these are all solid wood core cabinets here. And then even up above, you'll notice they give you the cabinet doors there. It's a nice feature to have because some trailers actually just kind of give you the shelf above there, so it's kind of a unusable space, especially while this trailer is traveling. Yeah. Other little details, of course, you have pleated nightshades here too. Even in the back, you may have noticed it's got the full blackout snap-on blinds, so it's really nice if you have guests back there. But I mean, that pretty much wraps up this XLR here, guys. If you do have any questions, make sure you reach out to us through our website, which is rangelandrv.com, or you can always give us a call. Anybody would be happy to take your phone call and answer some questions. Make sure you give us a call and ask us about our RV show pricing on right now. Again, I'm Ty, the RV guy.
I'm Kyle with Rangeland up in Red Deer.
And thanks for watching.
And happy
camping.
Hey guys, Mitch here from Rangeland RV, and I'm excited to be standing in front of the all-new XLR 33 DK5. This coach comes at a full length of 42 feet from kingpin to bumper, and you are at just over 13,000 pounds dry weight. So the XLR series is a toy hauler series. So on this coach, you are going to get a 14-foot garage. Now I want to take some time to go over some construction, some specs, and what makes XLR one of the most successful toy hauler lines in our industry today. So this XLR Nitro is built with a 6-sided aluminum framed block foam insulated vacuum bonded wall and a 5/8 tongue and groove plywood that is glued down, screwed down on the floor, so it's extremely strong. They also take the tie downs in the back where you're pulling your quads, your bikes, everything like that. They're bolted right to the frame, where a lot of comparables in the market you'll see they're actually bolted right to the floor. Now, this coach does have a fully enclosed heated underbelly with 12-volt heat pads, and it also has a one-touch auto level, so you can level your coach with the one touch of the button. So I want to take you through some exterior features on this coach, and we'll start over here. One of the major benefits of once you get into that fifth wheel category is the full pass-through storage. So you're going to see through here, they do give you a road vac for vacuuming up the inside of there in case anything gets dirty. And then if you see right across the other side, which I'll touch on once we get on that side, but they do come equipped with a battery disconnect as well. They are rocking two 30-pound propane tanks on this coach, so you're going to have 60 pounds of propane. Now follow me over here. Go this way. It's a gorgeous Rangeland truck. So the one thing I do want to show you here is it is equipped with a 5,500 watt Onan Cummins generator. So if you're off-grid camper, that's definitely going to come in handy so that you can run everything on the coach and not have to worry about a power source essentially. Right in here you're going to see that is where your auto level button is, your battery disconnect. Advantage of having that battery disconnect is that you're going to be able to disconnect the power from the coach, and you're not going to have to disconnect it from the batteries, and it won't drain your batteries when you go to park it. They do include the Lipper component one touch screen on there as well, so you can control your additional lights, slides, everything like that. Want to talk about this. You got a lot of things going on here, but the main advantage is all of your hookups, your gray tank drain to your black tank drain, your antifreeze inlet for winterizing, and all your connections are all here in a closed heated space. So that is a major benefit if you are the type that likes to do winter camping or even all the way into shoulder seasons. On this coach, they do give you a really large cable slide as well. So that does come equipped on these coaches. And then the other thing that I absolutely love is this feature right here. So you have a fuel dispenser. I'm going to grab my keys because I want to show you this. Very passionate about this. It might actually, no, that would make sense. Why would I be able to steal your gas? Fair enough. So you do have a fuel dispensary through here, so you can fill up your quads, your bikes, any of your toys that you're hauling. And it does have a 30-gallon gas storage tank in there. Rather than go, actually, you know what? Yes, let's go through the back. So first thing you're gonna notice right here is you do have a ladder. You can access your roof to make sure that your seals are good, do your yearly maintenance on it, make sure that nothing was compromised from the season. So that's a nice part about that. And then the thing I wanted to show you here is it does have the party package with the gates, and then also an awning that comes over top of the deck. So the nice part about having a toy hauler is not only can it be used to pull your toys You can also use the actual ramp as a patio, so you can sit out there, sit in the sun. If you have dogs, I have a lot of clients that have a lot of dogs. they will leave their dogs on here so that they can hang out. Another thing too is it does have a mosquito net as well to prevent any bugs from coming into the coach. Or if you were, depending on where you're camping, if you did want to have that nice breeze come in during the night and it was warm enough, you could leave just that net down while you're sleeping, because you do get the additional sleeping accommodations inside the garage, which I'll touch on later. Now, working our way back here to the front of the coach. Who doesn't like an outside fridge? Easily accessible to all your beverages, your snacks, everything like that. If you got young kids, that's a great feature to have. You're not going in and out of the coach to get their snacks for them. The other thing I wanted to point out too here is that on these tires, it does come with the TST tire pressure monitor system. So one of the leading causes to trailer accidents has been noted due to low tire pressure and a tire blowing out. That tire pressure monitor system is going to warn you if your tires are getting deflated or they're getting too low, and you're going to know that you need to fill them up. Other thing too is they are rocking the JBL speakers, so definitely really cool on this coach. They light up that nice red color. Everybody knows that you are the coolest one in the campsite. All right, come on in. Now, let's talk a little bit about this floor plan. So they have gone away from the traditional style of kitchen cabinetry, and they've given you that nice modern white look. They do offer the glass inserts inside, so they do a really nice job. When you're getting up to this trim level in the XLR line, you're at more of an upscale trim level, so you're going to see a lot more nice amenities and fit and finishing. They have the solid surface countertops. You do have a 3-burner Furion fridge, and then your oven down here. The other thing I was going to mention too is all your window covers have the roll down shades, so you can black it out and you're not going to have the blaring sun coming in if you want to black it out. Now, one of the most unique things about this floor plan, and it's not very common that you're going to see this, is that you have a dinette mixed with a table and chair. Wow. I actually love this because some people like a dinette for the fact of the cushions in the booth, and some people like chairs, so it accommodates both. You can seat a lot around it. But here's the more unique thing. Over here you have the Thomas Paine heat massage chairs, so you also get a couch and a place to sit. So I'm just going to show you here. Super comfy. Thomas Paine is like the lazy boy of the RV industry. So they're known to be like, if you have Thomas Paine, you're rocking it. You're living the life. Even if you're in the bush ripping around on those quads, you're rocking it in style. Nice and comfortable. And I'm just going to demonstrate here how nicely that these guys recline. So those are recline back. I mean, who wouldn't want to be sitting here, you know, relaxing in the middle of the bush in the recliner? Awesome. Now, the other thing too I wanted to point out is just little things like the lighting underneath, so that you can see, make sure you're not going to stub that small little toe that you always do. And then over here is going to be your RV fridge. So you do have the option to go propane and electric. So it's a Dometic fridge, separate dual door as well, right? So French style fridge essentially. Now, Mr. Cameraman, I'm going to get you to swing. Actually, I'm going to get you to stay right there, but I want you to take a look at stuff like this, because this is stuff that I love. It essentially brings the comforts of home right to the campsite, right? So you do have the drop-down faucet, under-mounted barn-style stainless steel sink. That is a tongue twister. And then, of course, right behind you, Mr. Cameraman, show the folks at home the High Point residential microwave. Right above it, good thing RV Tyler's not around. Ty the RV guy, I should say, because that would suck him up right through the ceiling. That's one of those amazing, fantastic fans. So that is going to suck out 900 cubic square feet of hot air out of this coach in under 1 minute. Now, if you want to take a look over here, you do have the beautiful fireplace. This guy is amazing on any of those fall days where it's, you know, cold but it's not quite winter yet. We get that crazy stuff over here in Canada. This thing can heat up 400 cubic square feet of hot air inside of this coach in under 15 minutes. So that's definitely a major advantage, and it gives off that dry heat. It is not like a wet heat, so you're not gonna have condensation on your windows or anything like that. Now you do get some additional storage. So if you are wanting to store, you know, your DVDs, additional things up here, and if you're like 8'9" like RV Kyle, you'll definitely be able to put your stuff where you don't want anybody to touch it, right up there. All right, now other thing too, and you do see this when you do get to certain trim levels, they do hide all the control panels here. So you can see right here, this is all of your control panels to control everything on the coach, including your generator start, your heat pads, and then everything. Another thing too, more additional storage. Who doesn't like storage, right? And if you do like storage, well then this is the perfect unit for you. Another thing I was going to mention too, Bluetooth stereo system. So those do connect to the speakers on the outside as well. You can listen to music inside, outside, or you can do both if you really want to crank that party. All right, follow me upstairs. Another thing you're going to notice too that XLR has done a great job of is they're really hitting home with that barn style type of decor. So I will double check the color of this one, but it reminds me of the hickory decor that they brought out last year that I really liked. And so did my mom. Hi, Mom. So, full-size residential shower. I guess I'm now becoming, after all of these amazing videos, the guy that always stands in the shower. So here we are. You do have quite a spacious place to take a shower. You don't need to use it as a storage closet. You have a place to sit in case you wanted to have a shower. So I would classify this bathroom big guy friendly for sure. Wouldn't you agree, camera guy? Perfect. Another thing too you're going to see, stainless steel sink inside the bathroom, so they're not going with, you know, the plastic like you're going to see in most comparables in the market in this category. And then you do get a pretty spacious storage underneath there in your vanity, so you can store everything, and then also your medicine cabinet, so you can put your toothbrush, your toothpaste, all your toiletries in there. And then the Dometic toilet, we got that foot flush toilet, and it is a, yeah, it's a porcelain toilet. So there you go. Did you get this in here? Because this is cool. These are the little features that I absolutely love about this coach that not a lot of people think about, right? You know, most people always ask me, where do we put our towels? Can't put them in the medicine cabinet. No, you can't. But you know where you can put them? All in this little storage right here. All right, follow me into the bedroom. Okay, here we go. Woo! This is beautiful. Look at the decor in here. It's extremely modern. It's not that typical nifty shades of beige color that you see in most comparables in the market. I love how it pops, you know, with the back wall, the feature wall, that's what they call it. Now, I'm not an interior designer by any means, but I know when something looks good. So you do have that beautiful front window with that automotive glass in there as well. So who doesn't want the sun coming right on through in the morning, right? Additional storage up here. It's quite deep. It's about half an arm's length as well. And you do get the blue lights, the blue reading lights. So yeah, they also, you know, they can be romantic lights too, I think, you know. Additional storage as well above, but the thing that I love is they didn't bring this all the way down and kill all of your additional space to put, you know, your phone and your books, your water, everything like that. All right, good thing RV Ty wasn't there. And then yeah, north-south bed, walk around bed as well, so no one has to climb over each other to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. But this is the other thing I want to talk about, wardrobe slide, which is a really nice feature. So you do get the dowel going all the way through, so you can hang all your shirts, your additional clothes, everything like that. And then a ton of storage and drawers, right? These ones are really tight. So you see too, they're not using the particle board or the cheap board. They're actually using some plywood to make their drawers as well. All right, follow me on. Let's take you through the rest of the coach here. Now, another awesome feature about this toy hauler that I want to point off right off the hop, no carpets. If you'll take a look down here, there you'll see there's no carpets even on the slide. And then the other thing right there, they have a kickflip vacuum switch. So if you want to just kick your mess right under there, there you go. It'll suck it up right into the bathroom. Or sorry, the vacuum. Other thing I wanted to point out in here too, that this floor plan does feature a bunk up top as well. I'll let you kind of climb up there so you can see. You get a good view? Yeah. All right, now let's go to the main feature, the garage. So like I said before, tie downs are bolted right to the frame. Everything is going to be nice and secure. A lot of comparables you do see, you know, are just bolting them down just to the floor and not to the frame. You know, in my opinion, if you're going to have a toy hauler that has tie downs, bolt them to the frame. That's the only way to do it, right? Your machinery and all your toys are heavy, so they need to be secure and they cost a lot of money. Washer dryer prep right here. So if you wanted to have the option to wash your clothes, your riding gear, everything like that, you do have that option available, and we can hook you up with washer and dryer at Rangeland. And then the other thing too is you're going to see up here some more additional storage. I know a lot of guys like to use these for their helmets, their riding gear, gloves, boots, everything like that. Okay, so let's talk about additional storage here in the back. So you do get a dinette for the middle that you can sit at as well. Now the thing that I love about XLR, and I've started noticing a lot of comparables in the market don't offer this, where this will move all the way up, but these guys can actually be sucked up right underneath and they can go all the way up to the top as well. And when you're able to do that, what you're actually gaining is you're gaining additional space inside your coach, because if, for example, you would only fold these up to the wall, you're going to lose about 1.5 to 2 feet of actual width in your garage. So they're maximizing the amount of garage space for you right there. Now follow me on through here. I almost walked through that mosquito net. Wow, that's how clear they are. Let's move her on up. There you go. So the other thing I wanted to point out too is that they do have some struts that actually assist you when this is coming down. So it's not like you're going to have to hold a crazy amount. What they do is they put the springs in here, as you can see, and it just makes it a little bit easier to bring that thing down. You do have roughed in backup camera. I don't know if you can get that up there. You got it, Jonathan? Good. So the roughed in backup camera prep in case you did want to go that route, because this is a long coach. Like I said before, it's about 42 feet from hitch to bumper, right? So other thing too is the scare lights on the back, you know, to make sure you can see everything, any bears if you're sitting out here, or any of that wildlife that's going to come hang out. So all right guys, well, I think that pretty much wraps up the XLR Nitro 33 DK5. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you found that there was a lot of knowledge and you learned something new. If you do have any questions at all, head over to our website, send us an email, come visit us. We're a friendly bunch. Check out our website at rangelandrv.com. We have some amazing RV show incentives and pricing going on right now at our dealership. So if you want to take advantage of the best price of the year with some major incentives that are going to definitely make your whole entire camping season, come down, come see us, give us a call, text us, come on down.
Hi guys, Denise here, parts manager for Rangeland RV. Going through our virtual show, I've invited a couple of my reps down today. We're lucky enough to have Sean from Blue Ox down here to explain a little bit about the Sway Pro hitch and his fifth wheel hitch. So Sean, can you tell us a little bit about Blue Ox?
Yes, Denise. Blue Ox started in 1925 as an agricultural company and then moved into RV products in 1991. We manufacture a very high quality of product. We did not want to get into the low-end stuff. We wanted to make something that was going to give people two things: peace of mind and performance. And the Sway Pro is our weight distribution system, our premium quality weight distribution system that does just that. And the way it works, Denise, is we actually use a principle called caster that not only resists sway but actually prevents it from happening. It keeps the trailer directly behind the tow vehicle at all times. And where that caster is seen is right here in our patented head design. The other thing, Denise, that customers want is ease of use. And one of the beauties of this product is that it is very easy to use. As you can see, we take our spring bar, it very simply locks into place, and then you have your chain, which you will loop onto your bracket. We give you a high quality tool to be able to lock on and then rotate your latch in order to lock it up. Now this does a couple of things that are very key from other systems in the marketplace. Number one is we use a rotating latch. When you have other products out there, they are spring loaded to come towards you, which I have heard personally of the stories of people that have been injured, is that spring bar under tension has sprung that handle back at a person. Ours is turned to the side. It allows you to be safe in the event that a bar gets away from you. The other thing that's nice is this system is quiet. There's no friction in there that is actually creating squeaks and metal on metal scraping sounds as you go down the road. And finally, the nice thing is the absolute performance of the product. And I can attest from personal experience with my own 32-foot travel trailer in high winds where the whole truck and trailer are getting buffeted by the wind, that trailer did not move out of position. It was like having an angel behind you holding things in place. It was one of the most enjoyable experiences in a very ugly situation towing that I've had. I would stand behind this product over anything else in the market because of those experiences.
So we've gone through some of the safety features, including the tilt latch. What else do you think sets your hitch apart from the other product on the market?
Absolutely. Some of the other key features in this product, Denise, is number one, when we sell the product, most companies will give you one size of shank opportunity. We give you three. So that if you have a truck versus an RV versus versus a SUV or even just a small minivan, each of those vehicles requires a different shank length. Well, instead of having to buy a system and then buy an auxiliary shank to meet your requirement, Blue Ox actually manufactures the systems complete with the correct shank length that you require. The other thing that's key in our system is that these bars are interchangeable. So when you buy a Blue Ox Sway Pro system, if you decide in a couple of years to move up or down to a different trailer size that requires a different poundage of bar, you can actually just buy the bars themselves and use your existing system. The product comes with a limited lifetime warranty, and one of the key differences as well that separates us is we do not use automotive grade paint. We actually use a premium powder coat on our product to keep it looking good for as long as you own that unit.
All right, Sean. The other thing we brought with us today is new to Rangeland RV. We are going to be stocking the Blue Ox fifth wheel hitch. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely, Denise. This is our Super Ride fifth wheel. It is actually the only fifth wheel on the market that has a built-in suspension system right into the head. So if you take a look down here on these shoulders, you'll notice that the head design is actually seated in a shock tower that allows that unit to absorb shock as you go down the road. And just like spring bars on our premium Sway Pro, what that absorption feature does is it helps protect the investment you've made in that trailer. Because every time you hit potholes, rumble strips, or are in any kind of off-road situation, all that shock and jar is going to go somewhere. And if you have stiff bars on your system, or you do not have any kind of suspension in your fifth wheel, all that shock is going right into your camper trailer. And so we produce a product that is actually trying to protect the investment you've made in that trailer. This unit also has a slider feature to it, and it's very easy to use. So you can just lift the locking pins and the whole unit will slide into the maneuvering position. The head itself will rotate as it slides, obviously, because it's connected to the trailer, and you can lock it up. And now you pick up 11 inches of additional travel, which gives you the clearance to back into a campsite that's a little tighter than usual. The other thing that is very unique, Denise, is that on this system, we also have a locking head on the jaw system. So when you take out your safety pin, if the customer forgets to put that back in, you can see that this jaw actually overlaps and then locks again in 2 points right back in to the jaw itself, into the head. So if they forget this and all they do is back in, give it a tug test and go, they are not going to lose that trailer in the back of their truck. So this system actually has 3 different safety features to keep that trailer where it belongs. The other unique thing about this product, it has a UHMW head on it. What that means is that you already have a slip plate built right into your fifth wheel. You do not require an auxiliary slip plate. And the final thing that's really nice with this is that this product, this one in particular, actually mounts into the back of your truck on a gooseneck ball. So it is universal in its fitment. You can move from a Chevy to a Dodge to a Ford to a Nissan without having to buy a new fifth wheel. We're not restricted by the puck systems or changes that the manufacturers make in those systems. We fit universally on all trucks.
Awesome job, Sean. Well, I appreciate you coming by today and helping out Rangeland with their virtual show for 2021. And I'm sure we'll see more of you in the year.
Thank you again, Denise.